And we are live. What is going on, YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy, King David, the Black Chosen Gigachad. Yeah, baby. It's all about the paper. Let's get it, man. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now. I am doing my 3-day water fast, and I feel good. I actually stopped eating probably about 6 p.m. yesterday, but we're not going to count yesterday. We're not going to count yesterday, all right? We're going to start today. I've drank a few sips of water. I've been working out all AM. Your boy feels good. Haven't lost too much weight yet, still maintaining. The sun feels great. My mind feels clear. If you guys can fast, man, I'm telling you, you don't have to do the extreme that I'm at. I did not start off doing this automatically. It was just intermittent fasting, but I started off by skipping breakfast, eating in the AM. If you can push back breakfast and start that way and start fasting, gentlemen, I'm telling you, your life will fall into place. You get closer to God. I think they said if you go 3 days fasting, your cells rejuvenate themselves. I really want to do the 3-day fast every 2 weeks. I love to do it every weekend, but I want to do the 3-day fast every 2 weeks, or at least every 3, meaning once a month. But purify myself at least once a month, because all the poison that we're taking in from, let's not talk about that. Listen, look, y'all, it's time for men to be men. I'm going to go ahead. I have the Narc Bully channel, so that channel will still be about generalizing and, talking about narcissism. But we're going to have to do something a little bit different. We're going to have to start, talking to men directly about how to be a man. I'm seeing a lot of men out there needing some leadership with my Narc Bully channel taking off like it is. I appreciate y'all. Salute. We'll probably be monetized, I'm thinking, by the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? Maybe before then. Well, y'all rolling it. We might have 1,000 subscribers by the end of the weekend here. And I already told you, the watch hours are crazy. Y'all are doing it over there. And it's the gentleman coming through and some of the cross-watching ladies, but it's a gentleman. And with all that support I'm getting on that channel, I want to make sure, 222 on the timers, I say this, it's true. I want to make sure I start supporting the men the same kind of way. So that being said, a lot of my stuff and content is going to be for the development of young men, men of, all men are young men. That's why we age so well. We doggone near reverse aging. And that's the beauty of being a man. Time stands still for us. When you're younger as a man, those are your worst years. Ain't that crazy? And it's the opposite for women. But when you're younger as a man, you got to develop yourself. I even knew that, I'm tapped in. So God has always told me what to do. Like when I was 16 or 15, I decided to join the Army, I think 15. And I knew what I was going to do. Go in the Army, become an engineer, do what I got to do, get out, have a great job. I told my family, without no one telling me, that the military, their educational system is the equivalent of going to college. So just by doing my own research, you can always tell that people normally have either a military background or they'll have a background with college, or both. So either or, things will work out for you. But as a man, you have to start off young. As a man, you have to put the work in, and know you have to put the work in young. So I'm going to get online and show you guys that listen, I don't care how lazy you are. If you don't work hard when you're young, or now, because we're all young, but if you don't work hard right now while you're young, you're not going to have the benefit of having the mindset to become wealthy, or not just through material things and money, but wealth in God, every day being precious to you. I've done a lot in my life, and I didn't know how anointed I was. I kind of did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I completely thought I was going to be like a pastor or nothing like that, but I knew I was anointed because both tours to Iraq, I never had to do anything crazy. I seen some stuff, but we all see some stuff, but I never had to directly one-on-one do anything. And with that being said, I don't know why the screen loves to dim only on this channel. Don't do it on any other channel but this one. We're still clearing this up, clearing the energy up with this channel. I also looked it up. I just found out that Fresh and Fit got demonetized. And I think that God had me see that for a reason, because I thought I was demonetized. But no, I'm not demonetized. Maybe shadow banned a little bit, but not demonetized. Start looking it up, and all I got to do is just lay low for a little bit, correct my content a little bit, and this channel will be back up and going. So Demonetized means you don't make any money at all. Not just being dropped out the algorithm. I could be being dropped out the algorithm because of whatever. Maybe my content ain't worth a crap anymore on here for the algorithm I built up. So I'm going to switch the algorithm up on here. We're going to do some different things, have 4 channels. So from this point forward, you guys, I have direction for all 4 channels. It might have seemed like there was all the same kind of content on all 4. Kind of sort of was. Just slightly different. It is one man doing all of it. However, I've taken myself and decided to split myself amongst the channels in different kind of ways. So on the spiritual channel, it's going to be a tarot channel. It's going to be readings, Reiki, and that's pretty much it. Readings and Reiki, maybe a little bit of fitness, because I want fitness to be on all channels. The podcast channel, and I don't care who's out there watching me and copying me. My stuff is so unique, there ain't nobody else doing it like me. I'm not worried about it. So get like me if you can. The podcast channel is going to be about men's development and just how women are moving from my observation, from my standpoint. And I'm going to start giving y'all guys pointers on how to navigate. That means that even the guys that are players that watch my content, they're going to be able to play women even better. But again, I'm just going to put out the information because I see right now there's a lot of content out there where women are trying to build some type of sisterhood based off of a bunch of nonsense. And I'm not going to let, young men get caught up having these down low women, these bisexual women, just wanting to play mental games with them to beat them in submission. So I got a 12-year-old son I got to look out for too. I got to leave my mark, and it ain't going to be pandering to women or just online making money. I'm not here to bash women either. I mean, I could do an alpha channel and just bash women all day, but that's not my thing, right? And I see a lot of controversy online amongst men talking about the different alpha, Sigma channels and not wanting to get drug in the mud with that. Listen, if you're bringing up alpha and Sigma, you're already dragging yourself in the mud. A lot of guys don't really listen to what people are saying, but I'm a seer. So I'm watching different kinds of content. Now that I'm watching Sigma channels, I'm having other channels pop up in my feed, and it's dudes. But I mean, it's not the drama from those chick channels I had popping up. And they have some good information they're putting out. Some of it's outdated. I can see everybody's agenda. I was watching this one guy, and you can obviously tell dude got some insecurities about guys with my body type. You know what I'm saying? V-taper bodies. He keeps talking about being bulky, and then he slights. He'll slight, a guy with a frame like me, like, you think that I'm pretty sure that women want bigger, bulkier guys, but you'll be surprised. Some of these women want these little smaller framed, athletic built guys. I can see the shade, and I can see the insecurities in men when they're speaking online about other men. Like one guy, he was talking about, like I was just saying, he don't get into the guys obsessing over other guys, talking about alpha this or Sigma that, but he's making a whole video about alphas and Sigmas. I mean, read between the lines. Read between the lines. Brothers talking about body types every damn day. Male body types every day. Read between the lines, man. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm going to give you guys some just authentic, without any hidden insecurities, because I have no issue against tall guys, short guys, chubby guys, skinny guys, average guys. I don't too much care for alpha dogs, man, honestly, but it ain't none of my business. I'm single now, so they can't try to pull no game on none of my chicks or nothing like that, so who cares, right? I have a problem with codependent people, period. I have a problem with narcissistic type of people, period, man or woman. So if you're a narcissist, meaning you're just some wicked ass person of the devil, I'm gonna have a problem with that. I'm not gonna let you in my circle, but I can't stop you from taking pointers from me or whatever. But from now on, my direction is gonna be clear. I am, a man channel supporting men, young men, older men, whatever you consider yourself, for a personal development. All my information will always be information that both men and women can take from, but I need to specialize and just, niching down, because there are a lot of weird channels out there. I don't want to give men an option of somebody that's not like, gun-ho, over-the-top, Bible-thumping Christian that, you know, brings up Bible reference in every video. But I'm not an alpha male either, telling you to go out there and dog women. So I'm giving you like a nice, and that's what I want men to understand. We're talking about being a Sigma. We're just regular guys. Whatever the older generation wants to call themselves, that's cool. But a Sigma is not an alpha. What a Sigma is our generation letting other generations, future generations know, and the older generation, that we're not these alphas that have become this weird, codependent, you know, dog that just run through everybody. And no, we're a whole different kind of man, and we're trying to make our own way. We're separating ourselves from everybody and trying to, so, you know, old heads, y'all got to respect the fact that we're trying to separate ourselves. It's not no Sigma. It doesn't matter what these little, whatever channels where they don't show their face, they're going to do that to the end of days. When there's a new trend, when there's a new Igma, who knows what the new Igma will be? It might be, I don't know, it might be Jigma. I don't know what they might come up with. But there's always going to be channels out there talking about the differences. You have to watch the men that are identifying themselves, you know, as a Sigma, right? And not what these other channels are talking about, the comparison channels. Because a lot of these older heads, they think that it's some kind of like man comparing themselves to other man type of stuff, and it's not. You old heads don't understand. It's alphas and that whole social construct, and then men that are identifying themselves outside of that social construct. Whatever you decided to call yourselves back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know, we don't try to break it down to whatever y'all called yourselves back in the day, players or good guys or whatever y'all decide to call yourselves. But I'm letting you know that this is just an identifier of men, the way my perspective, which I'm a big dog Sigma in this field, they're lone wolves, black wolves, you know what I'm saying? You know, all kind of different names I have going on for this. Black wolves, you know, the black sheep that got, you know what I'm saying, ostracized, that actually was thrown to the wolves and came back walking the wolves. You know what I'm saying? The black wolf, you know, lone wolf, you know, someone that had to go on his own and, you know, figure things out after some huge catastrophe in his life, you know, some huge tower moment, right? Different names, lone wolf, Sigma, you know what I'm saying? Black wolf, it's all the same thing. It's men of my generation deciding that we don't want to be a part of whatever people are considering these other people within the social construct, because we operate outside of it. So that's all that it is, all right? But I'm seeing that, you know, people are needing a clear definition and understanding of what it is, what we're doing, and we're leaders. We're trying to lead, we're trying to change something. So I'm gonna get more niched into it. I'm gonna plant my feet firmly in this, because I told y'all I don't really watch readers or prophetic word women or any women online, mostly unless I'm doing research, you know what I'm saying, and listening to certain ones with nice sexy voices while I'm working out. I don't know how y'all don't do that. I'm lifting weights, listening to some nice ASMR. Some of them women, I don't even care what they're saying. Their voices, they have no idea the money they can make in ASMR. They have no idea. They have no idea. You know what I'm saying? So until they reach out to me, I ain't gonna tell them. But man, I'm getting some free ASMR, some finely tuned. I mean, these women are like sultry and just, they be talking slow and feminine. Anyway, let me not get started. Anyway, I like listening to them while I work out. But again, this is the direction of the channel, okay? The direction is gonna be, you know, letting men know you can be a Sigma. It's not like part of this whole BS Sigma versus Alpha. It's not that. All alphas are codependent people. We're outside of the social construct. We're operating outside of the matrix. That's all that we're doing. That's all that it is. So, you know, you old heads out there, don't compare Sigmas to Alphas. Stop making it about a Sigma, Alpha, Beta. Listen, man. Y'all had your own little way of saying things back in the day. No one talks like that no more. And this is just our generation of breaking down the differences between me. Y'all just call them players and good guys and whatever else y'all called them back in the day. Yeah, we got it. I understand. That's your generation. Respect the generations. I'm sure the next one, the Zennials, have their own little name for the guys operating outside of the social construct. But we're all doing the same thing here. I'm starting to see men channels pop up, and there's no need for men channels to be going at Sigma channels, because we're doing the same thing. We're trying to teach men how to be men. So I don't label myself as a man channel, you know, talking in every one of my titles saying men, all da to women, and I don't do all that, you know what I mean? But it's the same thing. You see me doing the same thing. So I'm a seer. So don't be one of those channels out there, you know what I'm saying, dropping shade on Sigmas because, you know, we're doing our own thing. We're not causing anybody harm. I'm a seer. A bunch of BS babble talk ain't gonna stop me from seeing underneath what you're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes aren't even as eloquent as women are. And if I was catching the women, you dudes, I'm gonna catch you left and right. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to get any copyright strikes, even though if y'all do come in with copyright strikes and I make sure I use fair use, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to get me on that. But I'll break down all of y'all's videos and tell you how it's a bunch of BS. Leave the Sigmas alone, man. I'm telling you, I'm a Leo. When I say I claim something, I claim it. I'm a Sigma. You go after Sigmas, you might as well be saying my name. You might as well be saying my name. I don't care what you think a Sigma is. I identify myself with that, just like being an Army veteran. So if you're going after it and you got things to say, you might as well just say, King David, come after me and destroy me and my career. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just that kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? Be careful what you say. Be careful how you talk. I ain't got no problem with none of you guys out there in your man channels. I support you, but keep Sigma out your mouth. You heard it from me, you know, and if you decide to go talking about Sigma, well, Sigma might start talking about you. You know what I mean? And we might not be as soft-spoken as you are in it. You know what I mean? So now I got my foot in this thing. I'm a man channel out here. Don't play around with me. You dudes aren't smart enough to play around with me, okay? I was over here figuring women out. And most of you idiots can't even figure women out long enough to, let's not even say that, but let's just say this. Don't do it to yourself. I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude. If you don't know what a Sigma is, sit back, shut up, and learn. Or otherwise, get out of our way. Period. There's no point in throwing shade from the sidelines. Hey, we're in the front right now, okay? That's all you need to know. If you keep throwing shade, you know what I'm saying? I might pick some of that up. I might start throwing it back. Be very careful. I have 4 channels. I only need one about narcissism and one about my spiritual side with Reiki, and the other 2 can be whatever. So I can either be, you know, helping men, you know, become their best versions, or I'm going to be the anti-hero, the Wolverine in this thing, and start going at whoever mentions Sigma's name, okay? Be very careful, all right? Y'all don't know what a Sigma is, and I'm trying to show you. I'm showing you better than I can tell you. So sit back and be quiet, all right? Okay, gentlemen? So I'm putting my foot in this thing. Be very careful how you speak. If you think you got it like that, go ahead and come at me. I don't really care. Do what you got to do. But most of you people have never seen any real action, never been to war, never had to strategize while being shot at and mortared every night. I'm not worried about your goofy words. It's the internet. But be careful. My words have stung and have left memories in people's minds that they'll never forget and they have nightmares about. So do what you have to do. Play it safe with Sigma. If you don't know what one is and you want to try to play with words, dude, I'm going to be your whole problem. So if I start popping up in your feed, you've never seen me before, allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm that dude. I am him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's all you need to know. I am him. Stay out of my way. That'll be all. Have a good day, gentlemen.